Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I have an issue. My issue is that I'm trying to get in the habit of exercising, every day. And the problem I have is that I'm so busy carting all these kids around and doing baseball and working and doing all these things that I can't ever seem to nail down the time. I mean, every minute of my day is gone, it seems like. So, and the other problem is I could do it in the morning, but I've always had a little issue. I can't exercise in the morning until after I've had a cup of coffee, at least one, because I'm not awake and ready to do it. And so what I decided, and by the way, if you hear anything in the background, there's a blower going on. You may not be able to hear it though. It's kind of down the street. So what I've come to, the new routine is this: wake up, have a little bit to eat and a cup of coffee while I prepare my first video, which I already prepared this video about an hour or two ago. And then I get on the treadmill for at least 40 minutes to an hour. And then I come and do the first video of the day. But I had another problem this morning, the worst problem you can have, which is I ran out of coffee. So I had one thing of coffee, I had one K-cup, and so I went and had that K-cup this morning, but then after I jumped off the treadmill, I had to go straight to the grocery store and get some more coffee. Now, this won't be an issue once everything has mooned, because then I'll have somebody that I can tell to go drive and get it for me. But for now, temporarily, I had to go get my coffee. Okay. Here we go. This is crypto-@crypto_-XRP. Sent me this, sent this to me this morning. This is a tweet from yesterday where Rand Nooner, the @CryptoManRand, from Crypto Trader, CNBC's Crypto Trader, he was tweeting out an Anthony Pompliano tweet. And the Anthony Pompliano tweet was this: Bitcoin is cheaper and faster than the most popular remittance platform. He's talking about how Bitcoin is faster than Western Union, and then I'm having trouble reading this. Let me see if it'll open up. Okay, Remitly, MoneyGram, Transfast. How he's bragging about how Bitcoin's faster than those because it takes 1.3 hours. Well, there's one little problem on this chart. If you go down here to Ripple, which is actually XRP is what it's called, 4 seconds. 4 seconds. I know that pains Anthony Pompliano for that to have to be on that chart, but at least he included it on that chart. So, well, I just lost the tweet. Hold on. Maybe I can get it to come back up. And then Rand Nooner comes in and he says, and he tweets this out and says, and XRP is faster and cheaper than Bitcoin. That little problem just seems to be something they can't quite get around. All right, next from XRP Crypto Wolf. Has anyone else noticed that Instagram isn't working right now? And I think this was from a tweet from yesterday. Does anyone notice Instagram isn't working right now? At least Twitter still works and never goes down. That's one of the many reasons why Twitter is my favorite social media platform. So thank you, Jack, who is the guy that runs Twitter. I need to follow him. This is the guy, I can't remember his last name. Is it Dorsey? Anyway, he's the CEO or founder of Twitter, and he's the one that's buying $10,000 worth of Bitcoin right now. And then XRP Crypto Wolf says Instagram is officially down right now. XRP and XRP Ledger are never down. Short Instagram and long XRP. And then he goes on to say Facebook and Instagram suffer widespread global outage. Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and CME also had global outages last month in February. So what is going on? And then he makes the point, blockchain, distributed ledger technology, and smart contracts could easily solve all these problems. In the future, folks, we're going to have decentralized everything. And that way everything will be almost impossible for hackers or whoever to bring these type of things down. And I think that's the point he's making. Okay, got an email from this guy. EXRP.com is this guy's new XRP website. So I was going to give a shout out and tell you to go check him out. It's EXRPE.com. And here's what his website looks like. Articles and shows you the charts and forums and that kind of thing. All right. Patty XRP at Patty XRP sent me this. JP Morgan Chase closed our account with no explanation. Crypto Ravase, a company that is working on the tokenization of social media, had its bank account shut down last month by JP Morgan, not long after the news of JPM coin broke. Eventually, the crypto startup was told that they were working in a prohibited industry, but they couldn't get more details than that. And this is the actual note. These people basically gave them hardly any warning, just shut their bank account down. And that reminds me, yesterday I showed you that WireX, the people at WireX are solving this problem. You can now open a WireX business account. So if you're watching this and you haven't and you need or have a problem like this, then go talk to them. But make no mistake, JP Morgan is not about you. JP Morgan's about JP Morgan and protecting their flank. And so there's a reason they're shutting down bank accounts. This is from Sergeant Obi-Wan. CZ hints at addition of fiat deposit feature to Binance Exchange. CZ Binance, who's the CEO of Binance, will continue to hit it out of the park. He works with his target community, and Binance will continue to dominate. And he sent this article, and it's I think it's a series of tweets. For those who don't know yet, you can start buying XRP with credit card, and then down here, I think it's what's Panda Ripple XRP tweeted this to him. Haha, I'm waiting for fiat deposit and withdrawal services by Binance. Wonder when it will be launched in Singapore. CZ Binance, mind sharing any juicy news on this? And he says, soon, soon. Now, they're talking about Singapore here. I think it's a long shot that we'll ever see this, or anytime soon we'll see this in the United States. I could be wrong. CZ Binance can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think in the United States, we have no choice. We're dealing with Coinbase, Bittrex, and Uphold is what I see as the go-to places that you have to use in the United States for this type of thing. Okay, and by the way, I used Uphold recently to, I don't think I had ever taken money into my bank account from there, but it worked flawlessly. Uphold works really good. And that's uphold.com if you haven't checked it out. Okay, and this is from XRP James. Actually, he sent me a couple things, but at XRP James sent me this. It was a tweet from 10XRP at Out to Flip. Looks like Bank of America is following suit. This advertisement was just sent to me. Who knew B of A had a coin? This is a Bank of America advertisement. Check out new deals and earn more with Bank America deals coins. So you see where all this is going, folks? Adoption is here. Adoption is coming more and more. This is an advertisement from Business Insider that I saw that just captured my attention. Now, they don't refer to tokens in here, but you know that's what this is about. Whether they're doing it now, I don't know, but I just wanted to show you where this is all going. What you're looking at is a company called Rally Road. It allows people to invest in classic cars without having to buy the whole car. Now, they say nothing in here about cryptocurrency, but I know my hunch is, and I went and I actually pulled their website and I couldn't find it anywhere. But this is their website, and it says the investments of the rich now available to all on Rally Road. Well, if you go and you can go to Business Insider and watch this little advertisement, it is really, really cool. But what you're looking at is I've talked to you a lot about how the world is going to be tokenized and everything's going to be liquid. And that is what these digital assets represent. Well, there's no better advertisement that I've seen or better example than this. What they're talking about is investing in classic cars. And you know, like there's Jay Leno, I think, has a show that he's done on this where he has a whole, Jay Leno is a classic car investor, and he has an entire building where he has all of his classic cars. Well, imagine a world where that, you know, that's traditionally been something for wealthy people or people with some wherewithal to buy classic cars and store them and all that. What this is this is a company that is now trying to make it where you can invest, and I think for as little as $50, you can own pieces of classic cars. You can own a share of a classic car. Well, think what digital assets is going to bring to this. I mean, you better believe they're going to have their own digital asset walled garden for this. And guess who could bridge that? But anyway, this is what's going to happen. Imagine a world where XRP is traded side by side with a tokenized version of classic car investment. And I've used the example of fine art. Imagine that you can buy a piece of the Mona Lisa, or and have that on your statement as one of your assets. Imagine that world, because that is where we're. Imagine I talked a while back about how I had been to, I believe, where Shakespeare is from is called Stratford upon Avon. I think that's what it's called, but it's in the Cotswolds, as I recall. And I had talked about how I had been to the Cotswolds. Imagine a world where let's say that you're a literature buff and you want to invest in the home that Shakespeare grew up in, and imagine that they tokenize that. Think about that world. Think about how sellable something like that would be as an asset instead of having to sell the whole asset. Imagine being able to tell your friends and family, yeah, I own $1,000 worth of Shakespeare's family home that he grew up in. How cool would that be? That's just something off of the top of my head. That is where all this is going, and that excites me, and it should really excite you too, especially as an XRP holder, because you better believe that all of these liquid assets, much of it one day will be flowing in transfers through XRP. Another one from XRP James, at XRP James, sent me this. Now, this article is just an announcement that this is going live, because I think we covered that when they announced they were going to do it. But NASDAQ-powered EU digital exchange DX launches security token trading. And so now, with Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT Tether, and Ripple, or XRP, you can buy tokenized stocks and tokenized, it says in March, the platform added tokenized exchange-traded funds. Now you can go from XRP to an ETF, or a share of an ETF, or a stock, a piece of. One day it'll be a. Unfortunately for Warren Buffett, one day his Berkshire Hathaway stock will be tokenized too, and you'll be able to buy a sliver. It'll be open now, whereas shares might be out of reach for an average investor. Shares will be tokenized, and you'll be able to get a tiny piece that's tied to that Berkshire Hathaway stock. Sorry, Warren. I'm a digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that the world is about to be tokenized, and XRP is right in the center of it all. Thank you for listening.